Good afternoon, people of the internet. My name is Michelle, also known as MasterWayZ, if you've ever seen my name online. And in this video, I want to talk about the VMware vExpert program. Not just what the VMware vExpert program is, but also what it has done for me, what it has changed in my life. Because a lot of things have happened because of the vExpert program, mainly because I got in it at a relatively young age. So I just wanted to talk about that. I'm going to probably make a blog post about it too, try to write things down, but making a video is easier if you have the time. I'm not going to show any graphics, so feel free to just like put this on in the background if you want to like listen to it more like a podcast style or something like that. The only thing that you'll see in the video is my face and my Christmas tree behind me there. So first of all, what is the vExpert program? So the VMware vExpert program is a program made by VMware, go figure, that is let me phrase it this way, because sometimes it sounds a bit unclear. You don't have, so when people hear vExpert, they think like, oh, you need to be certified and blah blah blah. So with the vExpert program, that is not the case. It's kind of like you get this back for doing things. So whether you're like a VMUG leader, so VMware user group for those who don't know, if you want to learn more about that, then maybe I'll make a video about it. And otherwise, like Google, DuckDuckGo, whatever is your friend. But the vExpert program is more for like the VMware virtualization community. So if you make content related to VMware's products, then if you do a sufficient amount of work, which to be clear has to be not work, so you can't do things during working hours, has to be outside of work time, which for some positions is very difficult to know. So in that case, what I would recommend is I'll put a link in the description, contact a so-called vExpert Pro. I am a vExpert Pro, at least at the time when I'm recording this. So you can also feel free to ask me if you're not entirely sure. However, the way to enter the vExpert program is by giving back to the community, creating content, let it be like podcasts or writing a book or blog posts or videos, which is what I do. Blog posts mainly, and then videos when I have the energy to show my face. But so what exactly is the vExpert program? Now that you know this, it's not certification or exam based, it's all contributing to the community. So members of the vExpert program generally are chosen, so you fill in an application to join, and then like the vExpert pros will vote. We will vote, and for FYI, we don't vote our own applications. Don't worry. They'll vote as to whether we think that like someone has done enough. So one of the ways you could get in is if you write blog posts. So you're not just like copy and pasting VMware release notes or stuff like that, but more like if you've encountered an issue, how you did a workaround, which can be either prod based or for a lab. Most of my workarounds I've listed is all like, don't use this in production. I will not be the person to get sued for this kind of things, like the allow legacy CPU flag, which in vSphere 8 is no longer needed because you can just do it from the UI. You can just do a forced installation now. So it is kind of those things. If you've run into like weird issues or issues you only run into when you're using like unsupported configurations, so pretty much most people's lab environments, things like that, or you're writing like books, that is how you enter the program. That is what most of us are. We just create things, create content to help others, to help each other. If we'll ask questions which are like, hey, have you had problems with Y, or have you had problems with Z? Or if someone like outside of the program asks us something, at least that's what I do, when people ask me something simple for the lab, because I do consulting as well, but generally if you have like some thing and it's pretty like basic and it's not like in a work environment, then I'll try to help you at no cost. That's the whole point of that. So I would say the vExpert program is a great community of content creators, people who assist others in the community, like VMware sense, VMware leaders, VCDX certified people, speakers at conferences, like all that jazz. That is the people that are in the vExpert program, which brings me to what has the vExpert program done for me? So what it has done for me, when I joined the vExpert program, I would have to check. I think I was 18 years old at the time. I can check this. If I go to my vExpert program on my second monitor, because I am smart and well prepared, because this is entirely unscripted. All of my videos are scripted in some way. I either have like a notepad to know what I want to talk about if it's not entirely like scripted. But I don't with this one. It's just a spontaneous thing because I was actually working on the server that's next to me that I'm going to put into a rack tomorrow. So according to my vExpert page, I have 3 stars, 1 star per year, so 3 stars. So that means 2019 December, and I remember I was in the second half. So when I joined the vExpert program, I was 18 years old, because I turned 18 in 2019, and it was past March, so I was 18 at the time. So I was 18 when I joined the vExpert program, which is a pretty young age, at least from what I've been told. So if you join a program like that when you're very young, it can help a lot, especially if you're like not known in any community like anywhere. So, and nowadays in VMware land, some people have heard of my name, and with some other companies, everyone knows my name. Not to brag, but I've just been like busy hammering things every now and then. So it has done a lot for me. Through the vExpert program, I got in touch with some people at VMware, to say a couple of names. Lindy Collier, or Lindy, her last name changed because she's married now, but so like Lindy, you may be watching this, Troy Lindsay from Amazon Web Services site, and Patrick Kramer, also from VMware site at the time. You 3 may be watching this actually, so hello. I got in touch with these 3 amazing people. Lindy has helped me a lot with some professional development. Patrick and Troy have been helping a lot with getting with my VMware Cloud to AWS content. I've even did some like bug hunting for them. They've helped me. They've been able to get me to a point where I could have access to VMware Cloud on AWS, either paid or by someone else, or just like at the moment just me paying it from my own bank. For which it's critical to turn your SDDC offline in time, because otherwise you're gonna get a very eye-watering bill, which has not happened to me so far, knock on wood. So they set that up for me, Patrick and Troy mainly. They've been able to hook me up with the right people, got me some stuff for VMware Cloud in AWS, so I could make the bulk of content that I make at the beginning when I was first the vExpert was all based off of that. And actually, at the to this day, right now you can order VMware clouds in AWS and be billed through your AWS account. And that is something I helped them with create, because that is how I get billed. And I got billed this way before you could sign up for it, because I had to like sign forms and all kind of nonsense to be able to do that. So I could use some AWS credits and use it towards a SDDC. And I hammered them enough about it to make it more easily accessible that they finally managed, with my help, to make it so that you can sign up, and the whole workflow is much simpler than like filling in Excel sheets, signing papers, and getting your AWS account ID correct and like stuff like that. And because it was all done asynchronously, it took forever. So things like that is what the program has helped me in. It has helped me be able to get extra knowledge, made even some like social networking. Like, that's important. I made some friends. That are like Troy and Patrick. I met them through the vExpert program, just like Lindy. If it wasn't for the vExpert program, I would have never known them. Which I think is also really important, because a lot of people underestimate networking. And I don't mean professional networking, I mean just making friends. Professional networking is also important, don't get me wrong, but people underestimate the social parts. Not trying to get to know everyone and every single company you work with, but just, making friends. Because I have like meetings with them sometimes, still not like work meetings, but we just chat like, hey, how are you doing in life? How am I doing in life? So that has also helped a lot. It's helped with my professional development. It has helped me with like social networking, pretty much, making like friends. Professional development in the sense that I have 2 certificates now. I have my VMware Certified Professional Data Center Virtualization 2021 cert, and the VMware Certified Professional VMware Cloud 2022 cert, which is new. New at the time of recording. The issue with like videos is that things age really fast. So that is the bulk 2 things the vExpert program has done for me. Making friends, and these 3 persons, they're just like, they have done the most, but there's more people who I've met, who I'm friends with, who I talk with regularly when we have time, because we're both kind of like absolutely ridiculously busy with work at the moment. I'm not right now. I have my extended vacation because I have been overworking for the past 12 months, or 9 technically. So that's that. And as I said, this is unscripted, so it's a lot of rambling, which some people like, some people don't like. I'll make a blog post associated with this video where I will put the most important parts. But I also had some people contact me and said like, hey, some blog posts, could you make a video, make audio, make something so they can listen to it in the background and not have to read? Which, it's fine with me. It's not that much difficult if it's just a rambling or a kind of podcast, because there's a lot of like things I don't have to do. Because I'm making like a tutorial video, I need to do animations, you need to edit it, cut out all of your ahs and that stuff. And with videos like this, I'm not doing that. I'm just load it in, you edit it, you add the fade in and fade out at the beginning and end of the video, and then you just render it and you make sure you got your sequence settings right. And then you upload that, and that is it. That is the simpler unscripted videos. So TLDR of what I said. The vExpert program, contrary to some what people believe, you don't need to do an exam, you don't need certifications to join. It is about a reward VMware is giving you if you contribute to the community, to the VMware virtualization community. Let it be through blog posts, podcasts, writing a book, being a VMUG leader, having your VCDX cert, speaking at events, those things, speaking at events, content creation, so video, blogs, whatever. That is how you get in. That is if you do the right things and you do sufficient of the right things outside of your working hours, that is how you get into the program. And what has the program done for me? I joined the program when I was 18 years old, which is pretty young. I think I am the youngest vExpert at that time when I first joined 3 years ago. And that is how I ended up there. What has it done for me? It has helped me with professional development. I have gotten to know people at other companies who have helped me with some of the blog posts I've been doing, mainly the VMware Cloud and AWS content. It has helped me with some social connections, so making some friends, like online friends pretty much. And it has also helped me even more professionally. It has gotten my blog to get more interactions because we retweet a lot of each other's content. We share, if we see something someone else made that we like, we share it. Whether that be on like Twitter or what, for as long as that may still exist, or whichever social media platform is not a sinking Titanic at the moment. That is it. That's my take. This is a very, very short version of what it has done for me. I'll try to write it out better in a blog post. I'll put all the links in the description. Thank you for watching. Sorry for all the rambling. Let me know in comments if I can do things better, or you want to yell at me, or to say like, hey, thanks for this information. And just to finish off, if you have any questions about the vExpert program, contact the vExpert Pro. I am one, so you can contact me as well, either in the comments, or I will put a link in the description where you can find all of the vExpert Pros that are A1 when you click on the link. You can search for your country to see if there's one close by, in the sense of that you can speak your native language if you're not from like somewhere where English is native, like the Netherlands where I live. So those are the things that you can do if you have any questions. There are no stupid questions. You can ask me anything. My watch is making sound. I don't know why. Apparently it's my notification for something. That is FutureMe's problem. So that is it. And I'll be sure to read and reply all the comments. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.